Hi sweeties, how are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim. If this is your first time of coming across this channel, sweetheart, kindly smash the subscribe button and turn on the notification so you get notified each time I upload. And please give this video a thumb up. I appreciate you all, and I want to say a very big thank you to every one of you for always coming back to support me and always coming through. I appreciate you all. So today we'll be talking about something that's really got me, and this woman is actually being dragged because it was a woman that dropped this comment, and she started by saying the fact that they have black colleges is racist. Let someone try to have a white college. And I am like, are some people ignorant? So they actually do not know why there is black colleges. So the person does not know why there are black colleges. So the only thing he saw, or the only important question he wanted to ask was, is it not racist to have black colleges? And a lot of people were really not having this because it's kind of crazy, like how somebody woke up to ask this kind of question and all that. I mean, just step to the screen, let me roll this clip. We'll come back to talk about it, and let me know what you all think in the comment section. So straight up, let me roll the clip.
I stand by the fact that racists are the stupidest bunch of people you'll ever run into, and here's part of the reason. You do realize that the only reason there was a need for black colleges or black anything else in this country is because everything was for white people. Literally. The lunch counters, the bathrooms, the water fountains, the fucking schools. They weren't even allowed to read books. Did you see what happened when the first little black girl went to school with white kids? You don't want them in your space. You don't want them in your neighborhoods. But you don't want them to have their own safe space either. So fuck all the way off.
So really, it's kind of crazy how people wake up and want to open people's wound, because this is how I feel. Some people are just gonna hurt you, and when you are trying to heal, they come back and pour salt, in the wound, just for it to start all over again. Because this is how I feel about this question and this thing. You know what? Step to the screen. Let me roll the stitches. Then we'll come back to talk about it. So here we go.
I stand by the fact that racists are the stupidest bunch of people you'll ever run into, and
I am literally so tired of having to explain this to certain people. HBCUs, historically black colleges, are not racist. The reason why they exist is because we weren't allowed to go to college. Y'all wouldn't let us in your school, so we created our own schools. And here's the thing. Just because they're called historically black does not mean that we deny entry of other races. I went to a HBCU. We had plenty of white people, Hispanic people. We had Asian people. We don't discriminate. That's y'all. We are very, very inclusive. We even had white folk all up in the black D9 organizations. No issues. So I'll say this one more time. HBCUs are not racist. They exist because they had to.
I stand by the fact that racists are the stupidest bunch of people you'll ever run into, and
go back and watch her video because hashtag she said what she said. Okay? All right. I just love when white people come out and do the work for us. You know what I'm saying? Because this is appreciated. This is valued. We appreciate you. We see what you're doing out here on the front lines, and we like it. We like what we see. Make them make sense. You know what I'm saying? Because we be saying it, but they don't be hearing nothing. You know what I'm saying? We say it, we show them, and they're like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like you said, race has got to be the dumbest motherfuckers on this planet. And I concur. I concur. What do you mean? It's right there in your face, looking at you, and you're like, if we had white only, yeah. And that's why we had our own. Because you wouldn't let us join you. You didn't want us there. You still don't really want us there. But what you don't also want is for us to have our own, which don't make no cotton picking sense. Pick one, white folk. Pick a struggle. Either the struggle is that we want to join you, or the struggle is that you want to join us. Pick one, because we're getting tired. We're getting tired. Because, like, what the fuck? Like, make it make sense. You guys get upset when we do our own thing. You get upset when we try to join you. Can you figure out, like, can y'all do a delegation, get together, do a consensus, find out what y'all really want, and trust us, we gonna work with y'all on it. Because, like, we've been trying to toe the line, do our own thing, and then y'all jump in, why are you segregating yourselves? Well, because you guys did in the first place, and so we thought y'all didn't want us there. So we just decided to do our own thing. Like, what? Well, that's racist. What? Make it make sense.
I stand by the fact that racists are the stupidest bunch of people you'll ever run into. And
the issue is they're actually not stupid. I just want you to think about white real estate development. You know, there was actually cities full of black people that were replaced with lakes. And you can't do that type of shit without bulldozers, infrastructure, and paying a lot of people. Racists are actually not stupid. In fact, what makes them dangerous, really, is something I like to call a zero-sum agreement. Like, it doesn't matter if all white people are racist. What matters is if, like, 10 really, really, really want to do something about it and no one else stops them. That's when stuff gets dangerous. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's approximate with numbers thing. But, added bonus, racist whites shouldn't trust each other. Never forget, slavery only exists because whites didn't want to pay other whites.
when the first little black girl went to school with white kids,
Her name was Ruby Bridges. She is only 68 years old. My mother is 60.
So let's talk about why this is stupid. The reason why we have black colleges is because, one, they did not want black people to be in the same schools as their kids. So, black colleges were created so that black people could go to college and learn. Remember how when black students went to an all-white school, you see how they were treated? Everybody staring at them, everybody laughing at them. Yeah, that's why black colleges were created. It's not racist at all.
Hey, so this comment shows that there are two things that you don't understand. First of all, they already tried to have white colleges, and they were desegregated in the 1960s. Second of all, everyone can attend an HBCU. It is not only for black students.
Hey, y'all, hey. So you do know that you can find most answers on Blue Ivy Carter's internet. And I'm sure you have access to it because you type this little comment on your phone. But I'm going to help you out. This is why HBCUs exist. You can pause to read. But I'm going to go with that second line, that second paragraph. I'm sorry, I must write you that we are not authorized to consider for admission a member of the Negro race. That's why HBCUs exist today. But you can get a quality education there, and anyone can apply. You do have to be smart enough to get in, though. Consider yourself educated.
Historically, black colleges and universities were established to provide access to higher education for black people who were systemically excluded from predominantly white institutions. They have a proud legacy of educating some of the most prominent black leaders in our country. To suggest that HBCUs are racist is not only factually incorrect, but it also ignores the historical and ongoing systemic racism that black people have faced in this country. The overwhelming majority of colleges and universities in the United States were historically and still are predominantly white institutions, and they have not faced the same barriers and challenges as historically black colleges. In contrast, the idea of white colleges is based on a system of privilege and exclusion that has historically benefited white people at the expense of black people, suggesting the creation of white colleges is unnecessary and ignores the power dynamics and history of exclusion that led to the need for HBCUs in the first place.
All right. This is all we got from the stitches. And, you know, sometimes I sit back and I am like, so many people like really went through a whole lot, especially like, you know, just to get education, and they just don't want to be with black people. And when they see black people, they are laughing at them. I mean, the whole thing is just crazy. Like, some people really went through a whole lot. I mean, a whole lot. And I know things are not like, you know, the way they are supposed to be, or things are actually not getting better or something, but I am grateful, like, you know, that black people are no longer where they used to be. I mean, now there are mouthpieces and all that. So that alone is just something amazing, and I am grateful for that. So this is where I am going to draw the curtain. Thank you all so much for the support, and see you all in my next video. Bye for now.